Alright, so since we've been doing our experiments, we've been pretty much just typing up the results, but I thought it would be cool to show you guys exactly what I'm doing so you can get a visual of it. So, as you can see, I have everything laid out pretty much that we need for the experiment. We have our club soda, we have our M&Ms, we've got our lemon juice, clear plastic cups, which I've already got filled with a quarter cup of club soda, like the experiment states. We've got our fuzzy sticks, or pipe cleaners if you will. Also we've got our stir, our quarter cup measure, our teaspoon, which is already full of lemon juice for that step, and our sugar. Okay, so initially what it wants us to do is it wants us to take our quarter cup of club soda and it wants us to take our sugar. So I'll scoot our sugar over, and it says take a pinch of sugar and put it on the surface of the club soda. So taking a pinch, putting it over, and sprinkling it on. So as you can see, might be a little tough, but it is causing tiny bubbles to rise up from the bottom. There's still bigger bubbles that you can see, but if you look closely, you can see that the sugar is causing a bunch of tiny bubbles to rise up to the surface. Alright, so next what it wants us to do is it wants us to take an M&M and drop it in. So I'm going with orange, it's favorite color. In we go. Watch closely. So you can see a bunch of bubbles have formed around the M&M, all over the surface of it actually, and it is currently resting on the bottom of the cup. Alright, so I just dropped an M&M in a separate cup, and you can see the gas is really coming off of this thing. Because in the results it says it's supposed to rise to the top. And unlike the first M&M, which you can see all the dye came off of and it's just resting on the bottom, this one is kicking off a lot more gas. A lot more. I don't know if that has to do with the sugar being placed in that cup first and having none in this one, but there's definitely a difference. Alright, so you can see the end result here. The M&Ms both produced the bubbles, which rose to the surface. They actually stripped them of both of their dyes, and now they're resting on the bottom of the club soda. Alright, so while those are still cooking, we'll drop in the pipe cleaner. And I'm going to push that in with a stir so it gets all the way in there. So right now, more bubbles are coming off of the pipe cleaner, and the pipe cleaner is actually floating on the surface of the soda. And you can see that there's bubbles forming, they're all attached to it. Alright, so what you're getting right now is an above the cup view of what we're going to do with this lemon soda. So, I've got my stir, I've got my teaspoon, excuse me, of lemon soda. So we're going to add that first and we're going to stir it until it dissolves. So, in we go. Alright, and stir. Alright, so as you can see, while we're waiting that to settle a bit, the lemon juice didn't really cause many more bubbles to come out in the club soda. There's still the bubbles that were at the bottom, and there's still bubbles on the side, but it looks like those resulted in the stirring process and not so much as from the addition of the lemon juice. So now I'm getting our teaspoon of sugar, and we'll add that and do the same thing. We'll stir. So you could actually hear those bubbles a little bit when those got added. It's causing some gas to be released. And now I'm stirring until it is dissolved in the club soda. While I'm doing this, I can hear the bubbles. I can hear the gas escaping. So from what we can see right now, the sugar definitely has more of an effect on releasing the gas from the club soda, way more than the lemon.